First footbridge, a little bit of an obstacle I had to work through here. I think we're going to end up doing a crawl, but pretty creek. This is supposed to be part of the Nantahala. This is the Beech Gap Trail. Lisa just dropped me off. So yeah, I'm going to stop filming so I can get into this. Alright, we were up on top of the ridge, out of the basin where I started Beech Gap. So I'm guessing probably got a little bit over 2 miles to get back to the AT. The Beech Gap Trail T-bones into it, right at Beech Gap, believe it or not. So this is a ridge surrounding, I got a feeling that's what I'm going to be going all along to get the days ahead. Carter Gap, Long Branch, Rock Gap, all those guys. I don't know if you can make it through the foliage, maybe a little bit, but you can see that I'm in the middle of really all the ridges that run the AT. So you can tell I have a little over 2 miles to go back in, and I'll probably come back in on the flat, probably a couple of dips here and there, and I think I might see Laurel waterfalls, but just wanted to show you that. Cool, huh? Alright, so this is where the Beech Gap Trail intersects with the, this is still Beech Gap Trail, but intersects with the Standing Indian Trail. I think that's right, or Indian Mountain Trail. And this, it was really narrow and very much uphill, and I got on this and I was like, oh, this is sweet, because it's kind of flat, and you can see it's kind of wide. I could make a joke about the trails I fit on at this point, but I'm not gonna. So yeah, I really like it. It's comfortable, but you can see that it kind of gets close to the edge. But yeah, this should go a ways. I'm not counting down any more ups, but yeah, so I should be kind of staying along in this taper here and cross the water source that we had last time, and then keep on into the trail. I'm hoping pretty soon. Alright, check it out. Alright, so this is Beech Gap. I don't know if you can make out the sign there. This is where Lisa and I stayed the night when it rained. Our first night in. And that is the way we had to retreat, which is back southbound on the AT. And then I'm going to pan around. You can see this intersection. This is the Beech Gap Trail, which takes you out to water if you're staying in this particular campsite. So that is the 360 of Beech Gap. So now I am where I left off last, and I have 3.2 miles to Carter Gap. A little tricky. This is Timbridge Trail, looking back towards Lake Burton. I could be wrong. Okay, it's Monday, April 8th. I'm getting out of Carter Gap. You can see it's foggy. And it's almost 9 o'clock. I totally took a lot of time to try to get out of camp today. I thought there was going to be some rain between 8 and 9. And it started, but it didn't continue, so kind of delayed my start, and so here I am kind of late out of the gate, but we're gonna keep on walking. Hopefully things will clear up, and then we're headed for Albert Mountain and Long Branch Shelter tonight. Be back later. Gap. windy and foggy, and we're at the base of Albert Mountain. So last stop for water before Albert. So that's Albert Mountain Fire Tower, the watchtower. That's where we're going. And we have a little bit of up to do to get there. All right, here we go. So this is on the side of Albert Mountain. I'm not sure if you can make out the roads down there. Then the fog is just kind of moving through like a curtain. So now it's kind of closing up. You might not be able to see it. But there's two roads down there and some colored foliage that is coming out. It's looking good. Okay, it's an abrupt cut over from Albert Mountain to my backyard where my tent's drying out. Okay, so let me catch you up. So I did go up Albert Mountain, and it started raining while I was ascending Albert, and lightning started crackling all around me once I got near the mostly metal fire tower. And then I walked all afternoon in the rain. As I was walking, I started developing a real bad shoulder pain. I think I underestimated the weight of my pack once wet. That means my tent and my pack and everything in it that got wet just really added to the weight, and that kind of did my shoulder in. I got to Long Branch Shelter. The rain quit long enough for me to set up my tent, and I got in to, I set up my tent and got water, and then I got in and it started raining again, so I had Pop-Tarts for dinner. Then the rain quit about, I don't know, around 8 o'clock, and then I went and hung my bear bag. Came back in, it started raining again. It rained pretty much all night. My shoulder got to hurting more and more. I took ibuprofen, I tried to rub it out, I tried to do whatever, and it just wouldn't give any relief. So I decided to walk into Franklin and come home and see a doctor. I did see a doctor, and the shoulder, sure enough, is inflamed, just too much weight on it, and the doc recommended that I take a couple weeks off, no activity. And so I'm done for my through hike attempt for this year. I think the moral of my story is that I'm more of a weekend hiker, and I just need to do what I can do to hike in weather that doesn't require tons of gear. So that's the fall down here in Georgia, and also to limit those hikes to 2 or 3 days. So for everybody who gave me support and encouragement, I really appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't post more of these videos, but I'll leave the channel up so that future hikes we can film some of it, and whatever pictures we take of the Appalachian Trail, you'll be able to see them. Thanks again, and happy trails.